And we are live. Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday night. Marco's in the Red Room in the Amsterdam district, and now it's time for Modern Comic Mayhem, the show where our segment's not good enough for this show, but it's good enough for another show. Matt, cue the music.
It is Saturday night. You know what that means? You're tuned into another episode of Modern Comic Mayhem. Welcome tonight with me.
Ham.
It's Easter. Ham. Tonight, as always, we got our fearless leader, Kyle, a.k.a. I'm never calling him Kylo. We got down below me, we got the most hated man in Star Wars, the Happy Meal hitman himself, Mr. I'm Tired Marco, and the best beard in the game, Solo Wookie. Welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing? How's everything going this week?
Good. Yeah.
I think this will be the first year I don't think I'll have to actually hide Easter eggs.
I just did. I just finished hiding Easter eggs.
Shh, Easter bunny.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. It's good, man. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. There's a lot of cool things. A little trailer drop today. A bunch of other stuff.
Yes. Marco alluding to tonight, we're going to start off with talking about the Black Widow trailer, the final Black Widow trailer that released today. And we're going to get into some other stuff.
Other stuff
spinning off to that. Yeah. So thoughts on the new Black Widow trailer? Makes you even more excited to see a movie that's been pushed back like 19 times, or still don't really care? Any fuel in the belly to see this movie?
I actually am more interested in it now than I was before, to be honest with you. I thought this trailer was a little bit more, the spy thing really resonates in it, I guess, a little bit. I thought it was going to be like a corny, same old MCU spy type thing, but with the interaction between the sister and even the dad going all the way back to when she's a kid, and then actually getting full scenes of Taskmaster coming in. And I know, I get it. I get it. Not my Taskmaster, not the guy I saw when I was buying Avenger, whatever, for $10.
But on that note, how many costumes have they got to where we're like, yes, it's slimmer than you know what I mean?
Right.
We say not my costume versus yes, that's awesome. You know what I mean? We say not my costume more times. They always change things for the movies. It's just the way it is.
But I actually think the costume kind of looks sweet. It's Taskmaster. Seriously. Like, this is what you're going to ride on? Is this guy? Like, come on. It's all right.
We have a reason to bitch, Marco. That's all that matters.
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't get it. Hey, look, we already got a pretty active chat, too. So I just want to say what's up to him real quickly. Good to see Darth Lopez over there.
I still think we have the best chat on the channel. I think everybody's... And I see a lot of you guys in the other shows, and that's awesome. But I think when it's Saturday night, you guys get here. I think it's...
What's up, Mojo?
I think you guys are just like, woohoo!
Yeah, I think it's the drinking game, actually. They probably play that thing. I need to learn how to do that. What's the Q-Bird or whatever, Q-Zert or whatever the thing's called?
Yeah, it's Q-Bird.
Yes. Yes, as Marco said, we have a drinking game here. You can scan this QR code right here to get this week's top secret hidden words that Kyle himself has gone ahead and created specifically for you.
Your bullet whiskey.
There you go. I'm going to take it here off the screen, but we're going to put it up in the corner right over here above me. So that way you can scan it throughout the show. If you come in late or leave and want to get those words, it's there for you. But back to Black Widow. So yeah, a lot of people coming in here looking, speculation. It's not doing it. Is it really doing what you're going to think it was doing for that Avengers, his first appearance? What, Avengers 195?
Algorithm. And we appreciate it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's not a huge, it's like a cool book because the cover's cool, right? Like, I mean, how much do you want it to go? It's not like it's Captain America's or like a main tier character, right? Like, I mean,
my first thought was Taskmaster is such a cool character that he's kind of being tossed to the wayside, put into this movie.
Yeah, but he was tossed to the wayside in the comics. He was in he's been in every whenever they just don't have, we got to finish up this arc, or we just want to lead you into, if you want to lead you into a cliffhanger. We're going to throw Taskmaster in there really quickly for a little bit. He's going to train somebody or mimic somebody or fight somebody in the street or stuff like that. Like they never really did come through with his character anyways. You know, I think he helped out the Thunderbolts. Then didn't he help out AIM for a bit? He helped out everybody for, you know, he's been everywhere. So, I mean, with that type of character, how big, I mean, look, I like the character too, but I think we have to set our expectations. He really is like a B-rate character, C really even. Like there's not much, what do you want out of that? I mean, it's not a $10 book anymore. It's a pretty good book for what it is, right? You know what I mean?
I had a really nice signed copy of it. I don't remember what I did with it.
Did you guys like the trailer though? Did you find, or are you still no? Let's say, look, there's going to be some options. We're going to talk about later on how you can see this, but like if you're not going to see it opening day, like you're going to see it 2 weeks later for your already $7.99 subscription. Are you going to be watching it the first week, or are you going to put it on the back burner?
Well, no, it's not $7.99. You're going to pay an extra $30 to see it. Well, that's it. So it's $37.
No, I get that, but that's for the first couple.
Wait, what?
Yeah. To watch it on Disney Plus, you have to have their premium subscription, so you have to pay an extra $29.99 to rent Black Widow on top of the $7.99
thing, I think.
Monthly subscription.
That's a hard pass.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying is like when it comes out of that though. I mean, like realistically, what's it going to be a couple months into come out? Like that's what a lot of these are doing. They're converting so that if you want to watch it the first couple of weeks, you have to pay the $2.99 or $29.99 premium, and then you get out of it. I mean, who knows what they're going to do in July? Because if you know, what we're referencing here too is there's an article we read where the movie theaters are now getting in fights with Disney because Disney's saying, "Hey, listen, we're going to want a bigger chunk of the revenue, and by the way, we're not going to give you exclusivities anymore." Where theaters used to be able to get to exclusivities for showing the movies. So, I mean, it's all about the service system. So how long are you, I mean, if you now own it and you're not going to give it out to pay-per-views anymore, you're going to limit the amount of theaters because there is some theater backlash from it. How long can you keep it at the $29.99, you know, pay-per-view type deal? It's only going to be a month at most, you know, I mean, you're not going to.
Well, I've learned that I'm never going to argue with Kyle on this topic ever again. Because if you watch this on Absolute Geek, we went round and round and round on this. No way will streaming movies, new release movies at home ever work. And Kyle was very adamant. Oh, yes, it will. And yes, it will. I think if you're at a movie theater and you're going to push back and say, we're not going to show this Marvel movie because you're going to Disney Plus with it and spreading it, you know, and bringing it here. And we're not getting exclusivity. We want, you know, a better cut of the box office. We want this, and this. It doesn't work. It's in today's day and age. Movie theaters are on life support if they come back at all. Like here in Arizona, we're open for business, and I still don't see. I was right by a Harkins today, and it was a ghost town. I still don't see people clamoring to go to the movies. So.
No, but it's also too. Look, how much is that box office really helping out the studios, right? Like, what do they care? Because between overseas, which by the way, if they can control it on their streaming platform, less bootlegs, just flat out less bootlegs. So now you're getting paid, you're going to get paid more money anyways. It's going to be direct and you're going to control it all. At that point, you don't have to leave it in a theater for so long. You can actually have it stimulate your thing and push it out. Was it Regal, whatever, it's Cineblend or whatever. They already tried doing that with Disney, put out some cartoon called Rye of the Dragon or something like that. They already tried to like flex their muscle, and it didn't work out well, man. Like, that's not a winning battle. And AMC now has tried to threaten because they moved the date and everything like that, and aren't going to give them exclusivities. And they're like, they got flat out asked. They said, "Are you not good? Are you going to decide to do what Regals did and just not show it?" And they said, "Well, we're not saying that. We're just saying we would like to have a competitive, a competitive agreement." Well, why? There's nobody there. Like, you don't have anything to show. There's no way going back. And I think people have realized over the last 2 years, like, they've been spending a lot of money on home entertainment stuff. You know what I mean? So like
DVD players?
Yeah, like DVD players.
Well, and everybody, you know, if you're lucky enough to just get a stimulus check, a lot of people bought big ass TVs and surround sound systems to make their at-home viewing pleasure that much better.
Dwayne's got it. He goes, the damage is done. The theater is at Kyle's house now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's over.
And
like,
we can go play pool afterwards.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, look, I don't know about you guys. I know there's people who are huge fans of the theater experience, but in the
last couple of years, it's gotten worse. Like, why go to theater where you have to hear everybody's opinion, or people spouting out the lines already, or phones going off all the time, people looking up if there's cutscenes in the middle of it.
Drives me crazy.
Somebody sneezing everywhere, popcorn. Just, I mean, why is there always
people
popcorn?
talking, kids crying? Like, I can zone kind of that stuff out, but excuse me, and you gotta like squish your legs to the left so that they can get by, and then now you're spending the next 3 minutes like looking out the corner of your eye to see if they're coming back, and then you go, oh crap, here they come again. Then you gotta move your legs to the right so they can sneak by again.
Or like this, like, hey, listen, the P, you're making these freaking hours, 2.5 hour or 3 hour movies now that they're showing, right? That's what the Snyder Cut was, 3.5 hours. I said wouldn't play in a theater. And one of the reasons is, dude, the last time you go through a 2 hour movie and you had to sit through the 30 minutes of previews and everything else, dude, I gotta take a piss, man. I can't pause the movie when I'm taking a piss. I just spent $20 on a movie ticket and I'm going to miss out a portion of it. I'm going to have to look it up on the internet anyways to see what I missed, right?
That's why you have to do the pee-pee dance.
Yeah, you do the pee-pee dance, and then you're waiting in between like, oh, I know where this arc's going right here, so when it gets slow, I'm going to try to run. Then you got to say, excuse me, because, of course, somebody came 3 hours before the movie started and claimed the 2 end seats on every freaking end cap, like, so that they can yell on the phone. Like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Like the last time I went to the recliner seats, the dude next to me kept like brushing his hand against mine and my leg. And I was like, this dude wants to hold my hand. So I had to scoot over a little bit, closer.
Should just held his hand, dude.
It's
cup holder dance. You don't know where to put your drink.
Oh, the cup holder thing, that sucks too. Or the one that I hate about the seats, like they're like, great seats. I was like, okay, cool. That's great. But then you get the kid behind you or person behind you, like up, down, middle of the movie, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, stay in one position, just watch the movie. Yeah, right. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done. Y'all can go back. I'm good.
It was a scary movie, Kyle, and we went together. That's why I was trying.
I didn't realize it was you. I forgot Solo. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I don't think you saying we're not going to show you movie theaters. I think Scott was right. Dwayne was right. Like, too many people already. That ship sailed. That's not, you can't use that thread anymore because nobody cares. They're gonna stay at home. You got more time.
I think there's still going to be some theater. Here's a great example. I would have loved to have gone and seen Godzilla versus King Kong because the massive screen adds depth to the picture, in the size of Godzilla and the size of King Kong and in all of that. So having that extra size in some of those, it makes the movie adds to the movie. Whereas Black Widow, I don't need to see anybody in that movie any bigger or it doesn't give them any more depth than I think there'll still be some big screen style stuff, but
the way Scott says holds his hand and scratches the inside of the palm with his index finger.
I was trying, but he just kept yanking it back.
I wouldn't pay to go see Godzilla versus Kong in the theater. I'm mad that I even paid the free subscription I get for HBO Max to watch that movie. It was terrible. Bad.
You're on mute, Marco.
That movie was not bad. Leave it alone.
Okay. The movie was terrible. The CGI in that movie was bad.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's like a Titans thing, right? Like, it's kind of like a throw. Get out of here.
Pacific Rim looks way better than that movie.
Matt, do you know about this?
What's that?
About the Fruit of the Loom Power Rangers hype?
No, I did not.
Oh, all right. Send us a link so we could talk about that.
Yeah, I heard about
Anyways,
we could talk about Solo's Wookie ruse.
Oh, yeah, Matt's got a great idea. Matt, so if we're done with that, let's move on to your plan today, your surprise.
Oh, I was looking at the Fruit of the Loom Power Rangers thing, but you want to look around?
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, no, this is
we're good.
This is what I'm going to say real quickly. You can look that up. And what I'm going to say is this: like, at the end of the day, they're going, and it might be an Amazon thing where you see Disney kind of and some of the other guys just collapse, like the AMCs of the world, because they're already on life support, and then all of a sudden they put up 1 or 2 theaters here or there, and then they get all the exclusivities. Look, if they can cut down on bootlegging, and believe me, that's what they care about. They don't care about a movie theater or exclusivity rights for a premium. They care about the bootlegging. There's millions of dollars in that. If they can somehow cut down on that and make more profit off of it, they'll do it. And that's what this is going to be about at the end of the day. So, I mean, that's what it's going to be.
Overall, I think the theaters are about done. I think people have learned how to enjoy it at home. I think you'll have the very minuscule movie theaters here and there that are very, you know, you're going to have the theater experience, but for certain movies only, and it's not going to keep them afloat. It's not. You're going to see, I think we'll see a big decline in them.
See, I always want to go see movies in 3D, and I can't because I hate putting 3D glasses over my glasses. It's the worst.
Yeah.
No.
But you know what I mean? Then I go, and I'm not saying nothing about having a family, but it's me, the wife, the kids. So after we go, it's not just $20. It's
there went $300.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
it's fun. We got out and hung out, but I like to pause. I like to pause. I like to go to the bathroom. I like to come back. I like to rewind it if I missed something. I don't want to go, hey, what was that? What was that? What was that? I like to rewind it and rewatch it. Oh, okay, I got it now. I like to do that kind of stuff.
Well, that's it too. Like I like, when you can stop and the person you're watching, like I watch it with my wife. Sometimes she has questions about stuff, and in the theater, then she'll be like, "Well, that's what that was. It would have made the movie better if I knew that." Well, I can't tell you because I can't complain about people talking in the movie theater and be the guy that's talking in the movie theater. So, I mean, that's just something too, where you can pause it and go through. I think, we're going to talk Winter Soldier later on, but there was a part this week in Winter Soldier, there's some stuff that came up and I was like, oh, do you remember? Paused it. Oh, we did our 5. She's like, oh yeah, this, and this. And then we were on, she enjoyed the rest of it. And without that, I think some people do miss the enjoyment of it. So I will agree that though, like the IMAX thing kind of like my man Lars here's, by the way, Matt, a lot of people think you're wrong.
That's all right.
Lars,
You can think I'm wrong all you want, but
Lars saw an IMAX and said it was amazing in there.
I'm sure it probably was an IMAX, but watching it at home on HBO Max, it was on a 4K TV. I was not impressed. I was not impressed by the graphics, and I was like, I'm good. I don't need to pay to watch this movie in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm pretty excited. I always like those movies though. So
yeah, I mean, if you like all the Titans stuff, then I think you'll be a-okay.
Well, I mean,
it's just fun. They're just fun to watch. They're just fun movies to watch.
That's what I was gonna say. Is Kong and Zilla. I'm not going in there for the Notebook.
It's the ending. I'm telling you, it's the
Ghost.
ending right now that does it. It's the ending that
I'm not going in for like the
movie, really
greatest movie of all time. Like I'm going in there just to entertain.
I can see what Matt's saying, but there's some good stuff. I mean, it was classic. It was classic Titans movie. It was good. They did some cool. I thought they did some real cool things in it, but I can see the other side of it too. Like it was long though. It was another 3-hour movie. What are you doing? Like, I mean, I guess is that going to be our new whole? I guess that's more my concern now. Or is this what we're going to have now? Everything's got to be Snyder cut-ish. You have to have 3.5 hours or 3 hours of everything now. Is this what the new thing's going to be? We're not going to give us the 130 anymore, the 135.
Kong and
120 is great for a comedy. 145 is good for most other movies. Star Wars should be about 18 minutes.
Nice shirt, by the way. I like it. Good job. Did your wife make you wear that to make me feel better?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew. Tell her I say hi. Tell her thanks.
She dressed him this morning.
Dude, that's funny.
Jamie says, question: would you all go see Avengers Endgame or Star Wars at home? Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, if you have it set up right,
Jamie says, question: would you all go see Avengers Endgame or Star Wars at home? Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, if you have it set up right, what's that?
Yes, someone's got their headset on. We're playing back there.
There you go. That was great.
We figured it out. Oh, we're good.
Jonathan's here. Awesome. He's getting all set up.
Everyone gets set up. We pulled him in early.
I like watching at home because I like laying in bed. That's how I like watching movies.
I will explain this. Like you have to have the surround sound or the stick or whatever it is to go, especially with those, I think is what he's getting at, to get the whole experience of it. And yeah, I still would like to go see it in IMAX every once in a while too. I don't mind that. But to be honest with you, and somebody put it here, they said Party at 5 is going to cost him $80. Stay at home, $30, and he's got all the drinks he wants. Pass out, say goodnight to the wife. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good with that. I'm good with that, man. To be honest with you, I am. It's tougher. Like, it's not even just the hassle of having kids and running them into the theater and everything else. Everything's such a hassle that like, no, plop them down, let it rock and roll, brother. I mean, that's as easy as it goes.
Yeah. So
You guys talking about Godzilla?
Oh, did you like it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I was thinking about going tonight to the drive-in though.
All right, we did not spoil it. Matt did not like it. I liked it, but I like the Titans movies, and the other two didn't see it. So we actually aren't going to spoil that. It is mixed reviews. A lot of people say that they actually saw it in the theater. They liked it.
you know what? The drive-ins is a fun way to watch a movie. It always has been. The last one I went to saw was the original Justice League, and I think I told this story before, but the people you know how you sit in your car in the drive-ins and you watch it?
Yeah.
2 cars ahead of me, the person had a heart attack and died.
Oh shit!
Like 10 minutes into the movie.
But it's sad that that's the last movie he ever saw,
And they
too.
didn't stop the movie. So like these fire trucks and ambulances and cop cars are coming in and they're trying to save this dude's life. And like this is all going on. The lights are flashing. You see fucking Wonder Woman and you're just like, person, you know what I mean? They're zipping the person up and shit. You're like, holy fuck, dude. Now I have to wait like 4 hours to watch this fucking movie again.
Wow.
Well, and then they came out with the Snyder cut, and then you had to watch 4 hours of it again.
I can't believe that son of a bitch inconvenienced you like that, Kyle.
I know they had to fucking die. They had to die in their lawn chair and fucking 2 cars in front of me.
It's all that buttered pop, all that extra butter on the popcorn.
I told you not to get the pretzel.
No, we were more talking about how Marvel, they're talking because they switched the date for Black Widow, and then some of the theaters, especially AMC, was kind of hinting that they might like just not show the movie in theaters. And it's our opinion is if you don't show it, that's your death. Not Disney's not going to blink an eye at that. They probably want you not to show it, so they can shut you down. So we'll see. We will see about that. I don't know.
We will see.
I just think like a lot of it too was the order. So there was these movies were in a specific order that you were supposed to watch them. You're supposed to go, Black Widow was supposed to roll into Falcon Winter Soldier, which was supposed to roll into WandaVision, which was supposed to roll into Doctor Strange. You don't have that anymore. Now it's all jumbled. So it's like, really, is anybody going to even care about Black Widow when this comes out?
Yeah, well, like I said, when I watched the trailer, I thought it looked. I was more interested now than I was before. Let's put it that way.
Look, for me to spoil it, to answer.
No, Jonathan,
spoil it.
Jonathan, is it? No, don't.
No, I know.
spoil
I'm
it.
not going to spoil it, but to answer your question, I have to spoil it. Come back next week. I'll answer your question.
Oh, okay.
Godzilla dies.
No.
King Kong dies.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn it, Kyle, you bastard. Spoiling everything.
Yeah. Anyways, did we check out what Fruit of the Loom Power Ranger thing is going on, or
I don't know what that's referencing. There's nothing online. There's no big sales for it on eBay.
I heard somebody opened up a Power Rangers book and there were some stinky undies in the book.
There's some original pages were sold at auction, but I don't want to sign up for the auction site to see how much they were sold for.
Nah, it's all right.
Yeah, who cares?
All right, yeah, we'll move on from that. If he wants to add more onto that, we can. All right,
So-
go ahead.
I was going to ask Jonathan if he was on. Did you go on Drunken Chat last night?
I did for a little bit, but I heard it doesn't get good until about 2.5 hours into it. So, and I don't make it that long.
That's what people say about our show too.
I'm too
Yeah, but we're
fucking
done in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I heard they went 6 hours last night.
Oh, I'm sure. It's crazy.
That's
There's
just,
something else.
Yeah, James said he went to. I was like, dude, so how long did you stay up? Because we had a sale this morning and we needed to set up some stuff. And he was like, I think I was up in the chat till like 4:30. I'm like, oh.
man,
It's brutal, bro.
that hurts.
I haven't stayed up till 4:30 in a decade.
At that point, why would you even go to sleep?
I know.
Nah, you just go. You ride the bull. All right. So first appearance is actually a Hamilton Comics. Was packed in Fruit of the Loom underwear in 1994. Wow. So they're saying that the first appearance of the Power Rangers, yes, is that Hamilton's comic, yes, and that was packed in the Fruit of the Loom, and I didn't know that was packed. Thank you, JJ Maxwell. Very good. So you got Fruit of the Loom underwear in 1994, and you got Power Rangers magazine. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And JJ's left out that he's still sporting those Power Rangers underwear still today.
No doubt.
Holes and everything.
Yep.
So you said you had to prep for a sale this morning. What sale? I already know what sale, but
Ice Cream Man 24.
Title we like.
Yeah.
That is a title we like.
It's-
Matt, do we got anything on that or no, Matt?
Did you sell out?
No.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah, so was I, but they'll be sold out in the next week or so. So
I'm surprised.
these homage covers are probably one of these. I say it every time. I got to just stop saying it because all your covers are awesome. But these I was so excited to buy, just like the last exclusive you guys did. I was excited to buy, and the one before that.
I think a lot of people will pick them up next weekend when they nab those Department of Truths, maybe.
Yeah,
So
that's such a good cover.
So do you guys have like a counter where you're going ding, 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 so that you know how many's going, or do you just, or is it already just set, or how do you guys go about that?
Yeah, well, we set it up, and before the sale, and then it hits, and the first couple times we did a sale, I would, because I got like Shopify on my phone, and so I would turn the volume on and listen to that, because every sale is like you can hear a cash register, ching, ching, ching. But now, we make the sale go live and keep the phone around for customers. There's always customers that are like, I purchased and then I purchased again. Can you combine my shipping? But other than that, I just get on with my day. I had to do a bunch of crap in my kitchen today. My kitchen's fucking falling apart. So,
yay! That's
Comic makers and kitchen remodeler, teacher,
fisherman,
tattoo artist. Probably plays a little saxophone, some guitar, maybe some jazz hands in there. He's a jack of all trades. You don't mess with Jonathan, man. He's got it all. He'll fix your car.
I'll figure it out.
See, he's not afraid. Man is talented.
I know. I bought mine, and I'm stoked. I was telling a buddy. I was talking to him, and I was like, we were talking about collecting comics and how people, as you collect comics and as we all grow up, we do different things. And I'm like, honestly, those fucking Hive guys are fucking killing me. He's like, why is that? I was like, because all I want is their goddamn exclusive covers.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he was like, really? And I was like, you got to get over that website and look. I was like, because there's some badass shit there. But I was like, I would, instead of buying runs, man, I'd rather just buy these badass exclusive covers because they're just so badass. They're just, I don't know.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
And then he told me I was rich because I did that. And I said, no, man, they have affordable prices.
We need Kyle to run an infomercial one day for Hive. Great covers, affordable prices, all in one place. Here we go.
Sunday.
The homages are the best. There we go.
Ooh, you guys smell like sun-dried linen too.
What? Okay, fair enough.
Hey, we're just letting you know that you guys smell good.
I guess that's the truth. All right.
That's our presser. That guy presses books.
Oh, that's nice of him.
I'm glad I know to take a step or two back now,
Yeah.
So now when I get your guys' book in the mail, I'm going to go,
Oh. We definitely put the link up there in the chat for it too.
yeah,
There's also another book that you guys did an exclusive cover for, one that we read and we were going to review in our comic review, but I think we can do it now too. We enjoy the covers of it. And actually that's the one thing we keep saying too, is you guys just pick the right books. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not just the covers. You guys pick the right books. You get the books that we really like reading and really like reviewing this too. And
right on.
For this cover, we put the link in there in the chat.
that's number 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's good too. Yeah, that's number 2. But number 1, we had Call to Dracula, right? We talked about that already because we had the number 2, pull the number 2 back up for that one.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for that one. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many times I can tell Jonathan and James here, just take my money. I don't know if we can have like, if you guys can make like a Hive comic credit card,
Yeah, sure.
or and have like a low interest rate on it, so it's easy for me to pay off. My wife doesn't have to know I'm buying all these, or I don't know, something. We need to sit down after the show and figure some stuff out.
Until she turns on the show. But yeah, did you guys had one for, what do we have? Matt, you got what we got?
I don't think their cover is YouTube.
Oh yeah. Yes.
The boobies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, number 1, yeah. Unfortunately, like we got the medals in. The medals look gorgeous, but the entire regular print run was damaged.
Oh.
So those are back at a different printer. What a mess that was.
That's actually good news because I know some of the guys are having trouble finding that book, period, any place. So make sure you keep your eyes to Hive because you guys have got them still coming in, which is going to be nice for everybody that wants number 1.
Oh, we still have it on the website too.
Yeah. One was really good, man.
You need to charge me 0.00043 interest, not 29%.
But yeah, that's book Dracula.
It's a cool book. It's
Read
cool.
out loud, Marco. Come on, buddy.
No, I'm sorry, I was reading something else. No, Kylo charged 29%. I was reading something that somebody put about number 2, whatever number 2 has in it. Number 2 is the one that Kyle keeps putting as the background of the thing. Do you have the inside though? Can we show some of the inside of the Count of Dracula?
Sure.
So we can't show the actual cover.
Well, yeah, let me get that. I'm trying to make it to where we can show the cover. If you want to give me just a
nice.
second.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll try to do it because you guys actually had a pretty cool cover. Actually, it was kind of cool because one of the inlay, like one of the biggest panels inside, you see the character that's kind of on the front of your cover, and she's in there in the inside.
Yeah,
and that's actually not YouTube friendly either.
No.
Actually, that's what the book in itself. When we originally were like, gosh, that's a good book. How are we going to review it and how are we going to show people what it's about? And originally we were just going to try to show a cover, just like an A or B cover, and try to explain the insides. However, we put the hardest working editor in the game, Matt, to work, and he's done some great edits for it. So I think we'll be able to describe some of the inside of it. But once again, it was like, it just isn't.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go. There's your cover. All right. All right. I mean, it's a little bit different than that, but there's your cover. There you go. So the metal one is the one. Which is the metal one? Is it the one on the right?
the one on the left.
Left. Okay. The metal one's the one on the left. The regular print's the one on the right. Real cool. And this character does show up. Oh, ding.
Ding.
Sold another
Ding,
one.
somebody just bought one.
There you go.
Nice.
Sold another one.
I'm gonna have to catch a little money back on that sale, as I think the enhancement of the book maybe what sold it.
It was ice cream. Man. It was ice cream. Like that.
That was Ice Cream Man. That was Ice Cream Man. That's all. No, but so this book, when they originally said, I said, sure, I'll pick one up, and then they said that they couldn't get it at most of the regular stores. That probably yours was the only place to get it. A lot of it was selling quickly for this. I started to read it. It was very interesting. The inside of the book started out with like a decapitated head, and the body of the decapitated lady had smothered the baby already. Just really gruesome, in a good horror type way. They also, if you keep going, they also did some things where there was like very cultish. They did like the inside outside, like the church investigating. They had one of the Van Helsing relatives there, so you know it's going to be very vampire-ish. They try to go inside the church, and one of the guys gives them "You're just here. Make sure I don't have to throw you out." Blah 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 blah. If we go to the next couple panels here, that's that guy right there. So they did it like the whole Styx cult type church thing. Some girl comes out, scares a guy. That was a little bit weird. What was that, Kyle? Did you know?
It was just like out of nowhere. She was just like, she's part of the cult, I would say, the cult, and she was just kind of there, and it was odd, and she just popped out from it. Didn't even get her fucking white dress dirty. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she didn't. Then they even had like the rich guy who had to pay in to the system, or famous guy who came from a rich family and then ended up paying into the cult on the next, I think, selection of pages here.
And
no. This is So that's where your cover's from. And we had to do a lot of covering up for this panel. So yeah, they do the whole cult thing. They give you a little bit of background on the cult, kind of, not really. One of the people that is doing the investigation with the Van Helsing is that one lady. She was a child, and as a child, she looked through a door and saw this scene, which is pretty much that harpy that you saw in the beginning. And I mean, this is one of those things, I guess, a vampire-ish orgy, I guess you could call it, with some spell casting going on.
I like that they had one. There's a character, I don't know if it's on it, but it looked like you could tell maybe when they were drawing this or being inspired for this. One of the dudes from The Walking Dead, Dwight from The Walking Dead. It looks like that's where they base one of their characters on.
Yeah,
it looks like he's almost got like the iron burns on the side of his face.
Yeah, and he starts talking crazy. It's the dad to the girl in the white dress. I didn't really understand what he was saying.
There was one scene where he said, "There's one panel, man, that really threw me off," and I told Matt, and I'll have to pop it up real quick. It was, he was sitting there and he's talking like this crazy talk.
Yeah, it's just gibberish. He's just going on.
And then he's got his gun out and he goes, so his gun's out. And I don't know. I'll try to show. The dude kind of looks like Dwight. He looks like he's got the burns.
Yeah, on the side of the face.
But he says one thing where he's got the gun and he goes, so daddy's boomstick puts this sweet piece to bed. Safe when it's time to go night-night. And it's like, is he talking to his dog? Like what? That is like the oddest panel I thought that was in here.
That's the oddest panel. No, there's a lot of odd panels.
I would say it's like the third oddest panel, I guess. Yeah. It was the oddest panel until right now. How's that? At this point in the book, this was the oddest. You were just like, what the fuck?
Well, they started with the baby dying from the mom's head being cut off and collapsing on top of her and killing him. I thought that was kind of odd too. It was all odd too.
But yeah, they wanted to go. They're a news reporting team. They wanted to go in and they wanted to do a news thing. And this Van Helsing person is kind of stopping them from going in. And that's kind of what's going. And then we're kind of seeing this back and forth of actually what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good, and it's not just violence or gratuity for that matter. I think it plays into the story. They did it pretty well there. So I thought it was good. I'm going to be reading number 2. So
I know I ordered a really cool number 2.
Yeah,
I can't remember where I ordered it from, but I know it's a badass cover.
We do know where you ordered it from.
I do know where I ordered it from.
Absolutely,
it's been my background many times.
I heard it's a Star Trek cover.
Oh, jeez.
It is a Star Trek cover. I did actually get a request, Marco, the other day about that I should start doing a Star Trek comic reviews.
Well, you can find plenty of comics that are feature Star Trek characters in the 50-cent bin, so you can do that anytime you like.
There's one. So I might have to, let them know that I'll have to start doing Star Trek for all you Star Trek fans out there.
How many are there out there?
2. Me and Ish.
Okay.
There's one guy in the comments that was like, do more Star Trek stuff, more Star Trek content. And I was like, I thought it might be your son or something that's just trying to be nice to his dad or something.
He was humoring me.
Yeah, maybe not.
Throwing him a bone.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying though. Like it's always fun whenever we hear it. I'm like, oh, why are we reading this book? And they're like, oh, it's it's a Hive comic book. I go, okay, I'm in. I'll read it because once you start reading you guys just for some reason you just have this knack for picking books that I don't know are pretty good. Like even if you don't like the genres that much, are pretty enjoyable. Like it's not.
So do you get like a preview of like you think I want this book, and so you get some kind of preview, or do you just go that one will be cool? Fuck it.
We have before, but most of the time, we look at the writer, the interior artists, and what the writer, and I'll read the little blurb and in previews world and stuff like that, and be like, that sounds pretty good, and then I roll the dice. Then we roll the dice, and we picked out some. We got another one coming, you guys, next month. Basilisk. Have you seen Colin Bunn's Basilisk?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
that book sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's not much on it. And guys, a lot of the time, like lately, Boom and Image, like they're not really sending out PDFs to anybody. It's crazy. I asked for months for PDFs for a whole bunch of books and never got them. And so we've gotten lucky. Like, I mean, Ice Cream Man, I haven't read a bad Ice Cream Man story yet. They're all cool.
Yeah, they're doing really good. They are. They're putting out pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
All these. Someday somebody's got to explain to me what a red shirt is, but
Those
not
are the
today.
guys that die.
Okay.
Those guys end up, if they got a red shirt, they're going down to the planet. Chances are, red shirt guy's not coming back.
Huh.
Is that a Star Trek reference?
Yeah, it's a
Just beam them down and they go bye-bye.
If you guys have just kind of been rolling the dice, man, you guys have been really, really lucky.
I was going to say,
think
you need
you're
to go to
smarter
fucking
than that.
Vegas.
Yeah, I think you're a lot smarter than that, and you're kind of you're
maybe
being modest on your
Yeah,
judgment.
they don't want to give away their. No, they probably just don't want to give away their
real
secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. They don't want to.
Like we have like some voodoo thing we do like once a month.
Like that scene in Cult of Dracula. Is that what you guys do with the?
But it involves a chicken leg and a monkey paw and some wishing and a little bit of voodoo, possibly a shrunken head.
Yep. Everclear.
Everclear and some fruit.
Yeah.
So this Picard guy has a red shirt. So does that mean he dies too? Is that what happens here?
No.
No, he's a captain. That's different.
There may or may not be a sacrifice involved. They just don't want to let you know that yet, and how they're picking
You're
great
either
books.
dead or you're a captain.
Yep.
Well, that's
But congratulations
good. I
on
mean,
the new website too. The website is phenomenal.
So
Oh, thanks, man. We're excited to get that finally done. We've been putting that off for like a month. So finally got it done. Looks way more professional.
all I got to put what Clay just wrote.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. Yeah, your guys' site is really picked up and looking good and clean, and you guys' covers, man, they just amaze every time.
I wasn't trapped. Listen,
No, you know what? You're right. No, he was not trapped in a black hole. He was getting that pussy.
Yeah.
Listen to last week's show as he explains
it wasn't
why
just
he didn't
that.
understand.
It was-
He was.
You guys kept extending it so that people asked more questions on a different show about how many sitcoms I missed. And I had a very interesting life. I wasn't sitting around watching. I mean, what is it? Friends and Seinfelds and what was the other one? Whatever it is, I just didn't watch it, man. Like, come on.
He was getting his pee wet. It's all good. We understand.
That too. All right. But is that all that was in there? Yeah, I didn't watch Star Trek either, I guess. So was that in the 90s? I just think that's a terrible thing to watch anyhow. Who cares? Hey, Jonathan, you didn't watch Star Trek, did you?
No.
Did you watch Friends?
I've seen Star Trek movies. No, never watched it with friends.
No, did you watch Friends? Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah, okay, let's ask. What's the other one you guys asked me that I never saw before? You ever see The Office? Never saw that.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it till later in life. Like, I mean, within the last 5 years.
I know he's seen Parks and Rec by the mouse rat shirt he's got on.
Yeah, I've seen Parks and Rec too. Parks and Rec's a good show. That's a good show.
Seinfeld.
Is
Anyone's
it?
seen Seinfeld?
I haven't seen Seinfeld, so
I love Seinfeld.
That's how it started off. I haven't seen that either.
I got the refrigerator with all the seasons in it, you know? You guys seen that before?
No, I don't. No, I've never seen Seinfeld, period.
It's right here.
The magic loogie theory. That's awesome.
Is the refrigerator something big in the Seinfeld storyline or something?
Well,
It
it's it is. It plays a part in every episode in Seinfeld's apartment
Oh, okay.
condo.
Newman.
Yeah. Well, what's his face is not Newman. The racist actor guy.
The guy who plays Kramer.
Kramer, that guy. He always comes over and eats Jerry's food.
Oh,
Yeah, it gets in his.
so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably should watch. No, I'm not gonna watch the show. I look. It's not just that. It's like, where do you go? I guess. I mean, all right. Anyways, we can get off of that. So Where did he
She
go?
said.
Where did he go? Because our next segment has something to do with him. He's
He
gone.
left. He left.
So why don't you plug it? So what do you got? You got Ice Cream Man coming out, and that was awesome. What do we have? Anything special to look forward to coming out soon? Also,
Yeah, we got next Saturday, the 10th, is Department of Truth #9.
oh god, that's such a cool cover too.
Baby Eater cover by John Gallagher.
Yep.
That's an exciting one. I don't even want to sell those. I just want to keep them all to myself. And then, gosh, we go Ronin 3 comes. We pre-sell that this month.
Nice.
Pretty excited about that. Issues 1 and 2 were good, and I'm not a Turtles guy. Those are the first 2 Turtles books I've ever read.
Yeah, ask him why that is, please. Yeah.
I didn't like Turtles when I I remember them when I was younger, and I thought the movies were great, but those were like I had G.I. Joes and Transformers, and when the Ninja Turtle toys came out, I was like, these just aren't as cool.
There's nothing wrong. See, this is it. Yeah, please. There's nothing wrong with this. Like here, hey, this is how it works. Not everybody's got it. It's okay. It's okay. No,
I just thought everybody liked Turtles. I like Turtles.
I like them. They're pretty good, but I didn't think the books were always good. There definitely was some. I don't know. Some of the books were
Cartoon and.
You like Vanilla Ice that much in MC Hammer, huh?
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool if you would have went Magic Ninja what? Magic Ninja what? No, I was playing. That's an ICP reference, everybody. Sorry.
Oh man, Kyle,
Someone help Kyle.
digging a hole here, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. I like him. I like having him on the show. See, look, it's great for me. He defends everything that go ahead. Let him talk to you about what you missed and everything else. And
Hold on, I need to collect my thoughts.
oh, jeez.
Really getting to know Kyle.
That shouldn't be very long.
No, it took already. Yeah, the Ninja Rap. That was great stuff too. No Seinfeld, no Turtles, my guy. No, he watched Seinfeld. He had the fridge. It's just I'm the one that didn't do. And I watched Turtles. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed them. It is interesting how long it's taking to print the Last Ronin. I mean, this is like, what month is this? Like 5 now already? 6?
Since it started?
Yeah, because there's only 3 coming out in what, a couple weeks?
Well, yeah, it was supposed to. I mean, 1 was supposed to be out in June of last year, and then it got delayed till it came out the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
and then it was short printed, so then it didn't really come out until like November, December when they got the rest of the run out for that.
Oh, yeah, it keeps constantly being pushed too.
Oh my
so
god, dude, it's terrible.
isn't that book quarterly too? It only comes out quarterly.
they're you know what, they had it scheduled to where it was going to go 1, 2 months, 2 months, and then they were going to go 3, 4, 5, 3 months in a row. Well, that's not going to happen. But
No.
part of me likes that because I really think they're taking a time to write a good freaking story. Like, they're not throwing out. They're not going to do 110 issues of Last Ronin.
Yeah,
where half of them are just garbage. Like.
They're not doing issues like that, but they definitely have a ton of covers. I'm not saying any of them are garbage, but I am saying they were smart about it and kept it a short series with a lot of covers.
They they lowered the retailer covers for the last 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
IDW's having a big old. They're trying to fix everything.
Hey, it was a good decade. But I mean, what do you want? What do you want? It was a good decade.
It was a good decade.
All right, enough of that nonsense.
All right, Matt. So we got a surprise for. Never mind.
We do.
It doesn't. Matt left.
We do. We have a surprise. No, we have a surprise.
Marco can run it too.
We have a surprise for Solo Wookie, but it's not my surprise. I actually voted against this. But we do. If you could show the book, Matt.
This
My
ought
green
to be
screen's gonna
fun.
mess it up, but
No, I love it. I think it looks great in green screen. This came out this week. That's the Star Wars Insider. It looks even better that Matt has it there. In the back of the Insider this week, there was a little quiz, and we decided that we'd like to see if Solo Wookie could participate in this quiz because it's called.
it's the Wookiee Standout in a Crowd quiz.
Oh, great. This ought to be fun.
So anyone who calls himself Solo Wookiee should be able to ace this quiz, right?
No, sure. Yeah.
I got one wrong, so I'm going to let you know it's a tough quiz. It is tough.
Shh.
Go
It
ahead,
was
Marco.
so easy.
Read the
I even
quiz.
aced
This,
it.
why do I feel like this is a memory test and not my memory ain't what she used to be?
It's not going to be.
Marco, read the quiz.
Let's.
Because
see
you can
what-
probably pronounce the names, the
I
planets
can't.
better than I
No,
can.
No, not me.
And,
I'm bad at
Have
pronouncing
you
the words.
watched our show?
Yeah, have you ever watched our show?
I have.
I actually in this light can't even read what it says because it's in yellow print on green paper. So that's really
So it's
tricky.
15 questions.
All right.
What was the fate of the Wookiees after the Empire? What the heck? Rose to power. Were they A, imprisoned on Kashyyyk? Were they B, hired as smugglers? Were they C, enslaved and taken away from their home planet? Or were they D, demoted to Ewoks?
I want to go with D because it's such a bad one, but that's not what happened.
What happened?
It was C.
Very good. C, ding, ding, ding. He got one right. Not a good check the answers. I think where you can just go. Okay, who believed that curling up to a Wookiee's lap was a luxurious way to take a nap? Was it A, Beckett? Was it B, Rio Durant? Was it C, Val? Or was it D, Han Solo?
Or was it E, in excess?
In excess.
God, who said that?
You can do it. Doom, 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 doom,
Oh
doom,
man,
doom.
see, this is that memory part. Here we go
Doom,
again.
doom, 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 doom.
I want to say that one was C. Wait, what? Who was B?
Was it A, Beckett, B, Rio Durant, C, Val, or D, Han Solo?
A. Beckett.
It was D, Han Solo.
No, it was B. It was Rio. The little character. It was the little character mouse type thing.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right. What did the Imperial Guards call Chewbacca on Mimban? Was it the Wookiee, which is A, B, the creature, C, the beast, or D, the monster?
C.
Is your name Solo Wookiee
B?
Frozen Man?
It was B.
I'm sorry, never mind.
Wait, what? Who's? Do you want me to go over them again so you can hear them again? Or do you
Yeah.
Okay. Was it A, the Wookiee, B, the creature, C, the beast, or D, the monster?
B.
We have a horn for him. There you go. It was C. Actually, Kylo got it right. Kylo just got it right off the bat. Which Wookiee did Chewie help free from the? Okay, I got this one wrong, so good luck with it. Which Wookiee did Chewie help free from the coaxium mines of Kessel? Was it A, Segwa? Was it B, Truffle? Was it C, Gungai? Was it D, Malito Buck? Actually, still
I'm trying to picture the name.
Ooh, I can see smoke coming out of Solo's ears. I can see veins
That
on his
one's
forehead.
B.
Matt,
It's A. All right. Are we gonna keep going with this?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
How old was Chewbacca when he first met Han Solo?
ooh, I know this one.
Was he A, 130 years old? Was he B, 190 years old? Was he C, 250 years old? Or was he D, 300 years old?
B. 190. Isn't that B?
Ding, ding.
I
Give him
like
a ringer.
turtles.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So was he 2 for 5?
Mhm.
We're seriously going to go through all these, huh?
No,
Okay.
you don't.
Bring the thunder.
Hold on. Oh shoot. Okay. Who initiated discussions with Chewbacca about hiring the Millennium Falcon? Was it A, C-3PO?
No.
Hold on. Was it B, Luke Skywalker? Was it C, R2-D2? Or was it D, Obi-Wan Kenobi?
B, Luke Skywalker.
What?
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 Oh no, it was Obi. Obi is the first one to talk to him.
Oh my god, I'm doing better on this than you are. Holy fuck.
It was Obi-Wan.
What? Yeah, thank you. It was, yes.
Hey, wait, so aren't you on a fucking Star Wars show?
Mm-hmm.
Marco,
Okay.
why do you
Okay.
get him on your Star Wars show?
Because it's fun.
Didn't even want to have to ask him these questions. What
That's why I made you ask him these questions.
What game did Chewbacca enjoy playing during the journey to Alderaan? Was it Dejark? Was it Hollow Darts? Was it Sabak? Or was it Rodin Pool? Rodinian Pool.
It's either it's either A or D. What the hell is it?
Okay, so now we
It's
got it
not,
down to
it's not Rodanian Pool, dude.
we got it
there's no
down
such
to
thing.
It's
we got it down
A.
to a 50.
There you go. Okay, you got A. Okay, there
I
you
like
go.
turtles.
There you go. What did Chewbacca believe he owned? What did Chewbacca believe he owed to Han Solo? Was it money, a life debt, spice, a new vest?
I know
Spice.
B, a life debt.
There you go. All right. Is that 4? I think he's got 4 here.
Not bad. Solo Wookie.
Where
Making a
did
comeback?
Chewbacca begin reassembling C-3PO? Was it on Echo Base? Was it on the Millennium Falcon? Inside the space slug? Or D on Cloud City?
Cloud City.
Very good. Okay. There you
He's storming back, ladies and gentlemen.
He's
Coming back.
The comeback kid.
go. Okay. So the mission to the forest moon of Endor might have failed had Chewbacca not taken what action? Stole a
Took
TIE
over
fighter.
the ATSD.
There you go. He commandeered.
Dang.
Technically, it says commandeered, but okay.
He didn't even have to wait for the
There you go.
options.
There you go. He's looking them all up online now. From okay, number 11. You're 50%. Is he 50%? He's like at 50%. That's good. After losing the Millennium Falcon, which ship were Chewie and Han Solo forced to call home? A, Lady Luck. B, Space Pig. C, the Everen. Or D, the Stopgap.
E, it doesn't count. It's J.J. Abrams.
Matt.
Final answer. Was it B?
You get 3
B,
farts.
Lady Luck?
Nope, it was C. It was C. Okay, moving on. What did Chewbacca let Han Solo borrow during the Battle of
This
Texas?
bowcaster.
There you go. There you go. Very good. How did Chewbacca help Rey gain
Oh
Luke
my god.
Skywalker's
Today, Junior.
Hey, I don't see you reading it there, buddy. How did Chewbacca help Rey gain Luke Skywalker's attention on Ancho? Did he break down Luke's door? Did he destroy Luke's hut? Did he roast a porg? Did he fire the Millennium Falcon's cannons?
You fire the cannons.
No, he broke down the door, bro.
Oh, wait. On which planet?
Oh, Jesus. When did Chewbacca's friends rescue him from the First Order during the mission to the...
Do you even watch Star Wars?
Not the last 3, no.
No, if you didn't, then these are all last 3 questions. So, when did Chewie's friends rescue him from the First Order? During the mission to the Santa Glacier, during the mission to Pasadena, during the mission to Kaljami, or
Solo pretending though he's going
or
from planet to
Kafir.
planet.
I can't. Wait, say the planets again.
Oh, Jesus. It's Kef Beer, Kajamil, Pasadena, or Santa Glacier. Okay.
B, Kedjamil?
That was actually C, but right answer. Yes, absolutely.
Because that's when they thought that he died. Whatever. But
Who helped Chewbacca assemble a fleet to control? No, he got that one right. Who helped
Got it
Chewbacca
wrong.
It's getting intense.
assemble a fleet to confront the First Order on Exegol? Was it A, Lando Calrissian, B, Maz, C, Poe? Come on, just say who the answer is.
Wait, what was the question?
Who helped Chewbacca assemble a fleet to confront the First Order at Exegol? Exegol. This is in the last movie.
Okay. So it was
Do you want me to read the?
Leia ended up dying. It was Rey.
Was it
Or was it
Lando
before?
Calrissian? Was it Lando Calrissian?
Oh, it
Was
was
it Lando
Lando.
Calrissian?
Yeah, it was Lando. I barely have watched the last 3 movies. I've seen
Good job, Solo.
maybe each of them twice.
You are
Maybe.
a Wookiee
They're
expert.
just not that good. I would like to propose those exact same questions to Kyle or Matt.
I was answering them. I got way more right than you did.
I don't think you did, son.
I don't actually.
Good try, though.
I don't actually profess to say that I am
I don't either.
Star Wars person, though.
I also answered several of those before the question was even done.
You did.
I will give him this. There was about 5 questions there that were. He did get an Empire question correct, so that's good on that.
Phone a friend, Solo. Phone a friend.
Okay.
You know
I
what,
got-
Matt?
I got
These
Marcos.
gets the
I
grades,
got
baby.
Marcos'
Go
number. Hold
Wookiee.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
What did he end up getting? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
If it was cash cab, Solo would be kicked out to the curb.
Yes, he would have.
Some of those were.
They were hard, and I just
Some
wanted
of
to
them
see
were
it. I just thought it was a good theme because it was Solo, or it was Wookiee based, and I
No,
thought
that was great.
you would have crushed it. Marco
Actually,
was like, "This is
Like
hard."
Marco did in the 90s.
Yep.
There was there definitely was some hard ones there that he got, so that was good. He got some of the
Yeah.
harder ones.
Good
It was
job,
fun.
Solo. You did a lot better than I thought you were going to.
Yeah, some
Good
of
job.
those were, especially the end ones, because I honestly have not seen those very often. I've seen them. I just don't have the desire to watch them.
You can make all the excuses you want. It's all right.
50%. If it's pass fail, I don't know how does that work. He got 50%, so pass fail.
No. You failed.
That passes, man.
Let's ask Kyle Top Gun questions.
Let's do it.
Next week we got the Top Gun questions going. All right.
The canopy.
Yeah, canopy. The canopy.
All right, you guys want to roll into comic book reviews? Review some comics this week.
Sure.
Let's review them.
Some of the other stuff that came out.
You
What
read
do you
comics,
wanna-
Jonathan? Did you read this week?
No, I didn't read anything this week.
Sorry, slow week.
I picked.
What?
It was.
We went and picked up a bunch of good stuff on a 50% back issue sale. So,
Ooh, what'd you get? Anything good?
oh yeah, we got a Star Wars 42.
Nice.
42. We didn't pay very
Right
much
on.
for it either. Bunch of Star Wars stuff actually, and some Captain America, some First John, whatever his name is,
John Walker.
John Walker, bunch of John Walker appearance and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. We Live #5. That's a hot book right now. I got like 10 of those.
Nice.
It was a pretty good score. But
That is a good score.
Let's start with the best book. The best book of the week, and that was probably Beta Ray Bill.
Except for
Did
the
you
art.
enjoy it?
The story was awesome. The art is
Story was
god
good.
awful.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the writer is also the artist, and I think
No, that's like saying somebody's a Star Wars expert on the show. I mean, that's being generous. Just kidding.
Beta Ray
No.
Bill.
The art was bad.
I had the Todd Nutt cover, which I thought was probably
it's
the
cool.
coolest cover I've seen.
Yeah, it is.
So shout out to Todd Nutt. He's a good friend of mine. Just joking.
Wow. Yeah, the art's really bad. So they do a little bit of backstory on it too, on Bill when he was a kid. You can just flip through this. This art's bad, man.
It's not. It makes it very hard to read this issue.
It's on his home planet before he's chosen to be the next wielder of Stormbreaker.
And for all those people that remember, Thor broke Stormbreaker, but then put Beta Ray Bill in charge of protecting Asgard. So it's kind of like whatever.
I like how he mocks him later too, and Bill's like, "Man, you broke Stormbreaker, and took my weapon." He's like, "But I gave you every other weapon in Asgard." And Bill's just like, "You're still a bastard."
All right, figures drawing, got it. There you go, Solo.
You're getting the chat is giving you a pass, Solo.
I give you a pass. All right, so he does
say like
he does have this. They show a little bit of the relationship between him and what's her name? Lady Sif. Yeah, which is kind of cool. He's supposed to go out, protect the castle, save everybody. Obviously, that doesn't go well. Sweet outfit, bro. Yeah, all for Asgard. And then you get Fing Fang Foom, which is pretty dope. I like to see Fing Fang Foom. You don't get enough Fing Fang Foom.
Keep in mind, this was a King in Black tie-in that was kind of, I felt like, weird placement, but yeah.
Yeah, there's Fing's arm.
Puny horse face.
Boom,
Fing Fang Foom is like the best drawn thing in this book.
Yes, by far. The Galactus head was kind of cool on the bridge too.
So here's the thing about this book too. So this book actually ruins the Donny Cates Thor run because we're still in the middle of the Donald Blake. They're still fighting Donald Blake, and this book talks about the outcome of that fight. So this book kind of spoils that Donny Cates Thor stuff.
Once again, the art was bad. They did talk about the ship and how he built all that to kind of, or how it was kind of given to him to protect himself. He tried to use it against Fing Fang Foom. That didn't work. He tried to use the battle axe. That didn't work either. And then who comes to save him?
Downs Thor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's true.
Wow.
Yeah. I love
you guys. Are the first people I heard that enjoyed this book out of all the reviews that I watched this week. Everybody was like,
I think the art made it really hard to read the book, and I think that's what killed it for a lot of people.
How do you read something I'll never finish?
That's true.
First place?
I forgot.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it was. The art was so bad, but the actual story in the book is good. The story in the book's good. Like, it's really cool how they did everything. Even then Thor comes in back to save him, which that doesn't look like Thor on the left. I get it. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but whatever. They have a back and forth, and
his head looks like a thumb.
Yeah, dude, that's weird. That hair's.
Look at that eyebrow, dude. That's a power eyebrow.
Remember that Wonder Woman book where they just gave up on drawing faces at one point? That's
look at this one. It's like the dude was like, man, he needs a more distinguished eyebrow. Let me just drop some marker on it here real quick.
Let me thicken up. I fucked up. How am I going to fix that? You know what, dude?
Looks like the original Hobbit.
Give him the McDonald's brow. All right.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting story.
Well, why is half his hair flying in the air too, and then half is braided? I mean, I don't know what's going on here. This is ridiculous.
It's an interesting story too, because you get to see a lot of the dynamic between Bill and Thor, and how
right here
Bill did all this fighting, and then Thor just showed up at the end to basically claim the glory. Like, nobody gives Bill the respect he deserves for being the actual guy on the front line, putting his life on the line, fighting. Thor just shows up at the end, and he's the one that's, getting his weird abs played with. And
yeah. But I mean, this book's got Fing Fang Foom, Pip the Troll, Beta Ray Bill in it. I mean, what else could you want after that? I mean, it's pretty sweet. Oh, this is probably what you guys could want too. Yeah, besides better art, then you get a little bit of foreplay with Lady Sif here.
Well, that's Lady Sif is taking him back to her quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But since he lost his special, he lost his special powers. He can't transform back anymore to his less horsey self.
Well, hopefully the horse matches the bottom of the horse.
Oh my god!
No. So they have to pass. That's a hardcore pass on the night. So that ruins the night. That ruins the night. Keep going. They can buy the book.
See right there. It says, check out the current prey arc of Thor, and it says, once I touched Mjolnir in the final battle, I reverted to this form. Because remember, Donald Blake sucks it out of him, and he's back to his humanoid. And then now in this, he's his horse-faced version again, and he can't change back. So they kind of ruin that. But
Beta Ray show.
Is the humanoid? Well, this art makes the humanoid thing look just as bad as the horse face. To be
Not
honest with you.
no Ed Solo.
but
I just
Bill walks away. He takes the walk of shame without
You have to
ever
read
getting
the
any.
book before you can judge it. Keep going.
no, I can judge it, man.
He takes the walk of shame before he gets to be like Marco in the 90s.
There you go. 3 more times you just tell the same joke.
Uh,
Yeah, so
Oh,
here's where they do the.
4 more tonight.
Okay,
I have
here's-
absolutely no desire to read this or look at it or have anything to do.
I'm definitely not going to be picking up another issue of it.
It's a good story. Yeah. Then there's speaking of the 90s, there's the 90s WWF star right there.
Triple A.
Yeah, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
What was the guy that had the leather piece of leather on it? Was it Leatherface? What the man?
Mankind?
Yeah, I think, was it Mankind?
Yeah, he had the leather mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sock.
Yeah, in the sock. Socko.
There you go.
Socko.
So
Either way.
basically, he just says that Thor destroyed his hammer, and he can't be the hero that he wants to be. And as long as he's in Asgard, he won't get any recognition. So he takes off, and
Thor's always stealing his
Yeah.
glory. And Thor's
His-
like, well, what do you want me
yeah.
to do? I'm Thor. He's like, that doesn't matter.
No, you got to say it. Come on, man.
They
Thor
should
is
have to be
always
concluded.
stealing his thunder.
I know I wanted to say that too, but
You do. Marco was there. He was right there, and then he diverted. I don't know.
Had to mix a drink.
That was good. That was good.
that was not good.
That was great.
I think this is for you, Marco and Matt. I think.
Why
you
does
actually
Bill
have
revert
to-
to puny without Stormbreaker? That's a good question. Well, it's because he reverts to puny at night, but I believe when Odin
or when he gets in the pool.
yes, or when he gets into the pool. That's part of the thing. Like when he's with Stormbreaker, he gets the powers that Odin bestowed upon him.
Yeah, he
And then-
explains it in that book. He says,
Yeah.
he now he's just stuck in the body.
Odin created Stormbreaker for him to bestow those powers on him, and once Thor destroyed it, he lost those. He can't wield that, and then Donald Blake sucks those powers away from him.
Yeah.
In the ongoing Donny Cates Thor story that some of us have pointed out will never get finished. So
I swear it's cold outside.
it's a cold night.
So
Shrinkage is a real thing.
That was the
Let's
same
That is. That is. See.
Costanza. Jordan.
I was in the pool.
Yep.
What is this? Is a Seinfeld thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If you watch the show, you'd realize how great it was.
Yeah. That's great.
Maybe so, I guess. Okay.
So now that we've did a terrible art,
Yeah.
should we do 2 moons?
I don't plan on having anything to do with that book.
Ooh, I need to read 2 Moons. I picked up a couple of those.
Oh, well, we're about to ruin it.
We're about to.
I'm okay with that. It's okay.
Well, we
So-
won't slow scroll it. We won't scroll like we did last month because hopefully we don't have that
That's
technical
about,
difficulty.
he is looking a little pale right now.
All right, 2 moons.
So
Kyle.
2 moons was the first issue was a little bit rough. It got all right by the end.
Slow scroll again.
Number 2 was a lot
no.
better. So at the end, they didn't see dude transform. So where Virgil had to kill him, but they've got them all tied up, and it's kind of a cool episode because it's like they've got them tied up, and what happens is they kind of talk about the 2 moons. The coyote comes and is kind of telling him he's got to eat this magic mushroom, and he's got to look for the man in the sky. So that's what made this book cool. Is any book where you got to trip out on mushrooms during the book, it's it's a fucking, you got a cool Tales of Power, fucking Carlos Castaneda, fucking Don Quixote kind of thing going on. It's kind of cool.
So the Confederates come and save him from, because they have him outside. They're going to do a trial, right? Isn't that it? And while he's doing that, this is kind of cool. This coyote guy is like, "Oh, you're going to see. Just wait a couple days, and then some heads come up." then they tell him to eat the mushroom. You're right. And he trips out. And
I'm in the spirit world now.
yeah, I'm in the spirit world now.
The spirit world.
The only thing, so this was the opposite, I think, of Bill. I mean, I actually like the storyline here, but like they kept trying to do those old timey words, and that just got annoying. I was like, oh, really? We got to do another one of those real quickly.
JJ is right. There was an episode on The Simpsons about that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's pretty cool.
But he's like fighting his heritage and his like what he has to do. Virgil is why he's on this like acid trip.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because he ran away, I guess, as a child and didn't want to look back or something like that.
His parents were killed. His parents were killed by polio or smallpox, and so he was actually brought up by a teacher and stuff. So his upbringing wasn't the way of like a Native American would have been at the time.
Yeah.
But he learned like tracking skills and stuff so that he kind of stayed in his groove, I guess you could say. It's fine. And
you see the size of the chicken.
It's a big chicken. He's just happy to see Marco.
Chicken.
But yeah, and like right here, you could see this was kind of cool.
Oh,
like,
here's where the mushroom is. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the mushroom. There's this guy that's hung and he's dead. He's been dead. He's been up there for a while, and he starts talking to him, and it's kind of this crazy argument going back and forth because kind of what I was saying before is he doesn't want to follow. He doesn't want to see the two moons. He doesn't want all this to happen to him. So
yeah, because I mean it's dead people talking to him too, and it's like it
happens to us all.
He shot that one dude in the back of the head, but then he doesn't know if it's real or not. And then the end.
And then it's other stuff.
It's advertisements for Old Guard.
Yeah. But no, and then what happens at the end of this book is the nurse from the first book that you guys he asks her for help, and that's where it ends. So this one was actually a cool read. It's worth going back and actually grazing through the first issue so that you could understand the second issue. It's actually
didn't the first issue went to second print too, didn't it?
Yeah,
it did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's cool. So people are picking it up. It does have old timey words in it though, just to warn you.
I know, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
but I guess they're keeping it true. That I guess.
Whatever. The rest of it's really good. The art's kind of cool, and the storyline's good. So definitely pick up.
Number 2 really saved number 1.
Well, it also helped that it didn't slow scroll on the screen because we got killed on number 1. We got killed on number 1. So thank you, Matt, for not getting sick. I appreciate it.
I'm doing my best.
But yeah, no, it helps out well, and yeah, it looks like the story's going to turn out pretty good. So
yeah, I think any time that you're hallucinating because of magic mushrooms. I mean, how awesome is that?
It looked magic mushrooms that grew underneath a dead dude that's been hung. I mean, that's just.
I mean, is it better than a pile of cow poop? I mean, you make your own decisions there.
Yeah, but he probably crapped himself when he was hung onto the magic mushrooms, dude. Think about that.
I mean, the cow poop is poop that's underneath. I mean, well, either way, you're eating something because of someone shitting. So make up your mind. It's one or the other. You get preservatives or hay. Make up in grass. I don't know.
Double digested, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could put that up as a poll on the channel to see which one would you rather eat: mushrooms out of cow dung or mushrooms out of human feces after the bottle. Was that on Seinfeld?
I think it's definitely a question to put on there.
It was season 4, episode 15.
Excellent. All right. What's the next book? Next one's good too.
We're gonna go to the book that was on the Hot 10. If you guys didn't check out the Hot 10 on Friday night, the book that you got to see there.
What a way to plug.
ShadeCraft. Yeah. ShadeCraft. It's a new image book. I don't know. What did you think of this book, Marco? I mean, it's essentially about a girl who's being attacked by and afraid of her shadow and being killed by shadows, and her friends are being attacked by shadows.
This reminded me of this could be a CW TV show. This is what it really reminded me of.
I think it's why it's on the Hot 10 because it's already been optioned.
Oh, has it?
After reading the first issue, I don't know how that's gonna work. Really? I don't know. I mean,
while I was reading this book, I was like, wow, this seems like it could be like any of those teenish, like after school shows on the CW. I really,
I can see it right between Nancy Drew and Riverdale on the CW.
Is that on CW? Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it was good. It was well written. The art was good in it. You know, that's the surprising thing. A lot of these guys, even on small presses, they're really coming to play. I don't think people are giving their all to the top two anymore, and they realize that some of this independent stuff is where they're really going to make their paycheck. Just like we were talking to Tony last week, because once you can get the option rights, like that's really where the money is in it. So I thought it was done very well. The brother thing was cool. They had some great writing back and forth. Her with the shadow putting holes in him. The ending to this was a good surprise. That part, I mean, the whole awkward kiss between those two. It just seemed like I said, once again, like after school type shows. Not in the 90s so much, but maybe after that.
Everywhere she goes, she just sees shadows attacking her, and she freaks out, and no one else sees them, and so she ends up becoming viral on YouTube and for attacking a girl in school. And you find out her brother's like in a coma. And
did you catch the logo on the laptop? I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, a pair.
Yeah, a pair. That was kind of
cool. So she's with her brother, and then their mom comes in and pretty much, what are you doing in here? You shouldn't be in here. So there's some kind of tension or something happened that she feels responsible for or is being blamed for with her brother being in a coma. And then it goes to where she runs out and she's in the woods and the shadows start to attack her. And she thinks that her shadow actually saves her. And she's like, I have no shadow. What the hell is going on? And the shadow's talking to her, telling her to run. And then it turns out, like Mark said at the very end here, the shadow isn't her shadow. It's actually her brother.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
So it's like her brother is in the shadow realm.
CW equals cringe. I mean, I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's made for everybody. I think it's made for a certain group of people, and I think it'll do well.
My old lady watched the shit out of this show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She loves that.
Out of which one?
That if that was a CW show, she'd love it. She would. She loves. That's her. That's right up her alley.
Yeah, if you like that type of stuff, it'll be good. You like it.
Let's get to what I've seen a lot of people in chat saying was their favorite book of this week. Some people might call it Ghost Rider. I call it, Mephisto's Day Out.
We didn't do the woman's cover that had the hotness.
No, I didn't do the woman's cover. Sorry, the Bartel cover. It's on the thumbnail.
Oh, nice.
But I like to call it Mephisto's Day Out.
Yeah. Yep.
Finally, right?
Yeah, finally, right? More Mephisto in the MCU. More bringing this character to the front and center, even though he is just dragged around by a chain the entire time.
Well, this is what I was kind of saying. Like, this is a good transitional book. Like, if this is what DC would do instead of stopping stuff and rebirthing stuff all the time, and use this as an example to move your storyline on to pretty much abruptly end one story because he's not going to be the king of hell anymore, which that was kind of getting played out anyways, and move him into a different realm forward, which they're doing right now because they put Mephisto, spoiler alert, in charge of hell again.
Spoiler alert.
But they do it in one book almost in the form of a one-shot. I think that that's really good. I think that's how they should convert it, and it tells you that they're actually thinking about the future of some of these characters, Ghost Rider being one of them. I don't know what everybody else's take was on this book, but that was mine. That's a big dragon.
Thank you.
Well, I saw a lot of people saying in the chat that this was one of their top books this week.
Yeah.
I really didn't care for it. I kind of found it lacking and boring a little bit. Like even the Mephisto stuff wasn't very interesting. He's trying to do his
Death Stare. Yeah.
Death Stare, his Dimension Stare. Wasn't it called the Penance Stare at one time?
It was. Yeah, it's demonic stare now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But his brother shows up too, and then his brother's got like a new moniker, I guess.
Title.
Oh, that's cool how they cut the head off.
Yes, it is 100% cool.
And actually, when Mephisto's army comes through and the guy shoots his hand right through the body of just the like person, the human in the street was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of cool. The dripping green stuff. It's going to be interesting too because now Mephisto owns a piece of the symbiote, right? Like at the end.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be kind of interesting too. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was okay. Like I said, it was a good transitional book. Like, oh man, Mephisto's son shows up and they have a deal.
So it's worth checking out and reading.
Yeah, and it's also like I said, it's definitely worth checking out and reading. Death Rider, that's his name.
Yes.
With the Symbiote. Here we go. This is exactly it. Death Rider was good. Yes, I thought that was good. And he's back in charge. Cool. So that they moved the arc around and they don't have to have Ghost Rider as king anymore, which is getting kind of stale anyhow. And then
Again, another tie-in, another King in Black tie-in, though, that really felt out of place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not up on my Ghost Rider per se. So it's been a long time since I've read a Ghost Rider comic. But
I've never.
Worth checking out. You've never.
Oh, you've never read Ghost Rider before?
Nope. I had volume 2 at one time, a bunch of it, but I just didn't read it. I don't read much Marvel or DC.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, just like you don't watch Seinfeld, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't. There's only so much time in a day or a life, or the 90s.
I was eating a lot of mushrooms in the 90s, so
heck yeah.
Watching Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Oh, for sure. At the drive-in, we used to climb up on the drive-in screen, the very top of it, and while the movie is going, you piss off the front, you know.
Damn, that's fucking awesome. I give you an applause for that. I like that. So those are our books in review for this week.
What I found interesting though is that he calls him Johnny, and isn't that Robert's outfit? It's the same outfit that Reyes wears.
Oh yeah,
Johnny.
You're right. Yeah.
So I thought that was. I wonder if that's a misprint or if it's really supposed to be Johnny.
It is. It's supposed to be Johnny because they're brothers.
Oh.
Either way, so that's it. Yeah, a good transitional book.
I think you're right. Good transitional book, getting it, kind of setting up Ghost Rider for bigger and better things and different things than being the King of Hell. So
yeah, the art's way better than Beta.
Yeah,
yes.
way better. Way better. Yeah, that Beta book was just. I mean, God bless the guy. He could definitely write a story. That was cool, right? Go back.
Or what?
Yeah,
when he did the Damnation Stare to all of them at the same time. That was kind of cool. I thought that was cool.
It's a lot of mustering up,
Yeah,
and they open up the
really power. That's cool.
Yeah. I was looking out.
Blowing his head off.
Yeah, real cool.
But
good book. Pick it up. I'm tired of scrolling through it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say pick it up, but if you like Ghost Rider, go ahead.
Yeah.
Pick it up worth a read. I guess if you're going to keep up with all the King and Black stuff, it's probably worth
Care Bears
coming through, right?
The Care Bear stare.
It's a Care Bears countdown.
Yeah. Well, that's it for our top 5 this week. Not top 5. Comic book reviews.
I totally missed top 5. What the fuck happened?
Terrible transition. That's it for comic book reviews. Let's move into top 5. Who wants to kick us off on the top 5 this week?
Solo, do it.
Yeah, let's see what Solo's got.
You got to see Solo.
We got to redeem him, man. That wasn't right what you did with the quiz to him.
Nah, I enjoyed that quiz. I wish there was more. I love taking a good quiz.
Hey, man, you can't always be 100%er.
That's a man that he's a team player.
Yeah, right, I like quizzes, man. Quizzes ain't easy.
And Jonathan, you don't feel like
you not do
hang
bad
out all night. You can bounce if you want. If you want to hang out with us, figure out a top 5 while we're going through ours. You could do that too. Whatever you want to do.
Wait, Meltdown again?
Yep. This is one of the few. So our top 5 was characters who died and came back.
Yep, characters have come back from the dead.
Yep.
So in this series, this is one of the few series. I'm not a big guy for people who die and come back. I'm not big on it. I don't like it. I think it's dumb, and they should stop doing it. But when Wolverine dies in the Havoc Wolverine Meltdown series, it is one of my favorites because they did it really well, and they explained it really well. They explained how he died. They explained why he could come back. And it just, the way they did it was better than I've ever seen them ever do it. So I thought it was dope. Batman, when he comes back in the Green Lantern Corps Blackest Night, he comes back and he's zombified and gory and jacked up. It turned out well. A lot of people I don't think liked it. I enjoyed it because it wasn't what you normally see. It was in fact quite the opposite of what you normally see. So I enjoyed how dark it was too. Jason Todd coming back as the Red Hood. Now, out of all of it, I enjoyed the books and all that, but the animated feature Under the Red Hood was so good. Warner Brothers can't film a movie to save their life, but their animation studios and department knocks it out of the park.
Yeah,
they
do pretty
fucking
good.
Kill it, hands down. And Under the Red Hood is by far one of the best they've ever done. They do it so well. I really like that. Dr. Manhattan. He's a cool physicist, hell of a guy, working on some new projects, gets zapped in the chamber, comes back. Amazing. You know, the way they tell that storyline in The Watchmen, both the movie and the book, with him just slightly appearing, and then slowly you can see the veins and the blood and the nervous system, and then the muscle, and then it was really well told. It was really well imagined. One of my all-time favorite characters. I'll always like it. Dr. Manhattan dies, comes back even better. But my number one, Michael Jackson as the zombie, baby. Michael Jackson coming back, getting his boogie on in the middle of the street with all his zombie friends. Like, that's epic. Like, take yourself back to the 80s. That was profound and dumbfounding and wonderful. Everyone was like, damn, that was zombies can dance. That was epic.
Good job, Solo.
Good job, Solo.
You want to go now, Kyle?
I can go now, yeah. That's fine. Okay. Let me find my third screen here. All right. Oops, I almost just removed Solo. I think I've share screen. So for my number 5, share.
I hear
No, did it deliver? If it delivered, I should go outside real quickly and check. Rob, did it deliver? I'll be back.
Okay, so for my number 5, I've got Gandalf the Grey. Run, you fool! And then he comes out, and everybody knows he comes back as Gandalf the White. Lord of the Rings is awesome. So, good way to start it is my number 5.
That is solid. That is very solid.
Number 4, I've got Kenny. They killed Kenny, you bastards! He always came back.
He's cheesing out.
He's cheesing out right here. So they killed him so many goddamn times, and he kept coming back. I couldn't go without having him on there. It's awesome.
What is this top 5? What?
Top 5 characters that have died and come back.
Goose did not come back, so I couldn't put Top Gun. I couldn't put the Canopy on there because it's a one-time use. So number 3, I've got Dr. Drake Ramore from Friends. When Joey had finally got his part in what was it, The Young and the Restless?
Yeah, no,
they killed him
one day at a time, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they killed him, and he begged and pleaded to the writers, so the writers brought him back.
Yeah.
So that was my number 3. Number 2, I had it Jason Todd because that motherfucker got hit with a goddamn crowbar and he still came back. So
What hurts more, forehand or backhand?
yes. My number 1 is Brian Griffin.
Oh,
Came back-
nice.
he
Yeah.
died. He died in season 12. The fans, such as me, had such a backlash to it that he had to come back. So they had to remember Stewie had to actually go back in time to retcon this.
Yeah.
And so that's
Goose
why-
didn't come back, but the cockpit did.
You're right. The cockpit did come back, but that was my top 5. I had to poor Brian, but they got him.
There you go. You want me to go next, Marco, or you want to go?
No, yeah, I can go. That's fine. I'll go.
Those are both really good ones, JJ.
I was going to do Spock.
All right.
You should have.
Deathlock. Because I like cyborgs. I just do. I like cyborgs. I like that they took the brain out, put them in there. I actually like Deathlock as one of those C type characters in the Marvel universe. Matt, next. Cool. So I have the whole cast. The whole cast. Just they all died. They all came back at one point or another. So there we go. The whole cast of Supernaturals. And, show's over, but it's kind of cool. I actually like how Kaz came back. There was the one with the Mark of Cain with Dean, which is really good. Sam's was always kind of like
this was only supposed to be 5 seasons, right? It was supposed to end with when Sam goes into the pit of hell.
Oh, yeah.
That was where it was supposed to end, and the show had such good ratings and so good with fans that
And Bryan Singer wanted more money, so.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, he came back too. Singer came back. He died and came back also. Either way, everybody on the show died and came back. So there you go. What is number? Because I don't ever get to do anybody from Detroit, so I did RoboCop. He also died and came back. Very good. Yeah. We now have a statue of him in the city, which is great. That's a great way.
Really?
Yeah, he's like in a building, but yeah, it took like 15 years, I think, to build or something like that. But we got it done. So that's great, even though it wasn't shot here. I actually thought this was really good. Now, this is Stark. She not in the movie, but in the actual books, when she was Lady Stoneheart, was kind of cool. I thought they actually did a really good job of her. She took over. She has to clip her because she's still slit, and she got to clip it together, and then she can talk through clipping it together. She got her life brought back to her, and goes around and pretty much kills people, including children. And just brutal about it. So I thought she was a good character, and they did a great job in the book of bringing her back, better than they did with the TV show. So I put her on there. Who else do I have? And Moon Knight, because Moon Knight's great.
I saw that one coming.
So I'm excited because Moon Knight's coming out, and those are cool little spikes he's got in his hand, and Batman is garbage. That's all right.
Oh, it's Marvel. Of course, he's got spikes on his hand.
Right.
I actually liked it.
All right.
That's actually a cool Moon Knight cover.
Yeah, they're gonna do that Ellis run, which is weird because they're gonna do the Ellis run where he's usually just using the regular mask thing, and he's got the suit and everything like that from what I think. But kind of like this Moon Knight, anyways. And they're gonna hopefully Bushmaster won't have a face. That would be kind of cool because in that Ellis run he didn't because he put it back on. So if they do that type of stuff, I'll enjoy it. Anyways,
that could be cool.
Nice list, Markham. All right, for mine,
Markham.
my honorable mentions, my hopes and dreams. They died and they've come back. So that's my honorable mention.
That's good. That's a good
one. Number 5, Dan Connor. Probably another show that Marco never watched in the 90s was Roseanne.
It was in the 80s. I watched it, dude. I was too young.
You know that Dan dies and then comes back when they made the spinoff. Has a heart attack and dies, and then he's resurrected in the new series, which became the Connors. After
I thought they make that a whole dream thing. The whole he died and they won the lottery and blah blah blah. I thought they made that a dream.
Yeah, well, they run it. So it was that, if I remember correctly, because it's been a long time since that they won the lottery and all that. He was still alive, but she kills him in the book. She said he actually dies when he has the heart attack, and then
Roseanne the book.
No, she's writing a book. She's writing a book at the end of the series. Mm-hmm. So he comes back when the spinoff happens. Number 4, Han from Fast and Furious. Tokyo Drift, to me, it's not a great movie, but it's a guilty pleasure. but I think he is a one of those underrated characters in the franchise moving forward from Tokyo Drift because he's a smooth operator, and I'm glad that he's getting to come back in the next one. That's right. One of the best characters to come out of that movie, I think. Number 3, The Undertaker. This dude's been burned. He's been buried. He's always comes back. He's the dead man. The Undertaker deserved a spot on this list for me, even if it is fake pro wrestling, but you never know.
It's not fake to me,
number
man.
2, of course, I had to go with Harry from Kingsman. Listen, one of probably the best action scenes in a movie where he just lays house in a church only to get shot in the head. But then some miracle gel brings him back in the Kingdom of the Golden Circle. One of the best characters, I think, to die and come back. My number 1, for all you Dragon Ball fans, Yamcha. Yamcha in the house. The only dude who can get blown up while fighting, blown up while playing baseball, and then finally just blown up from androids and finally decide to say, you know what, I'm sick of fighting. I'm just going to stop. And he became a lovable loser who never gets anywhere. But, you know, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you always get guilty pleasure watching Yamcha get blown up and lay in this position in a crater. So that's my list. None of you guys watch Dragon Ball, huh?
Yeah,
No.
I did.
No, never got into it. I saw a couple, but I couldn't get into it.
Hold on.
It wasn't my thing.
Jeez.
I agree, JJ Maxwell. Yamcha is the worst.
Wasn't my thing. I like turtles.
I like turtles. I know I
Jesus
told the
did it.
story before, but I remember my brain.
I honestly
No,
was
you're not gonna tell that story.
I was going to put Jesus as my number 1, but I didn't.
It's Easter after all.
I thought
Yeah, I
we
know.
banned Jesus from being on the list. Oh no! The person who gave me the list idea said Jesus can't be on it.
Why not?
It's too easy.
That was
That's OG, man. That's
Nobody
OG.
thought-
He
Nobody
started
picked
it.
Sherlock Holmes. He died and came back.
A lot of people.
No one picked Ra's al Ghul.
I think that was
Yeah.
too easy too.
Or Kylo or Rey, right?
Yeah.
No.
They saved each other, didn't they? Didn't they both die?
Or
And both come back?
Boba.
That was a-
JJ had a pretty good list there.
They could have.
JJ
Nobody did.
Maxwell.
Nobody did Ben Affleck as Daredevil, and then it came back as the other Daredevil on MCU thing.
Oh, you mean
No
he
one
died
did,
as Daredevil and came back as Batman?
That too.
No one did Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool when he died as Deadpool and he came back as a better Deadpool.
I thought I was going to see Deadpool on there.
I was gonna do that, but I thought that was too easy too.
Yeah, I did too.
I liked Hope and Dreams. That was good.
JJ had some
Yeah, it was-
really, really good ones. He had Darth Maul. He had
It's nuts.
Eric Draven from The Crow. Which
That was
solid.
good.
Yeah.
Spawn. I thought about doing Spawn as well, and he had that for his number 1.
All right, we get it. JJ
Yeah,
wins. He's
his
the
list
best.
was-
He wins.
Next time, if you just go ahead and send those in, guys, we put this list out there
Yeah.
for you to go ahead and participate on the show.
I thought about doing a couple things from The Walking Dead. I was going to do Daryl's brother.
Oh, that's right.
I really thought about it. I really thought about doing a couple, but I thought that was actually too easy.
Yeah.
So
What do we? So next week we're not gonna do a top 5 list, right, Kyle?
no, next week we're not doing it. We do not have a top 5 list.
We have a very
We're gonna
special
do-
interview next
We have a
Yeah.
new segment that we're not supposed to do, but we're going to fucking do it anyway.
Yep. We also want to remind you next week that we have, like Marco just said, a very special interview.
That too.
As we have an interview with Elliot Kellen, the writer of Maniac of New York. He's coming on to join us to talk about issue 3 of this book, right, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
So come
And
back to
hopefully
next
issues
week.
1 and 2 as well.
Yes. Come back and catch that. I mean, if you caught our interview last week with the writer from Stray Dogs, it's a fantastic interview. Can't wait for this. Can't wait to pick his mind. He's a man of many hats.
You
it
can
should
pick
be-
his mind. I'll pick his brain.
Okay. Anyways. But yeah, next week we're gonna do a what are we calling it? Flip. What is it? What do you want to call it? Kyle?
No,
not flip.
No, sir.
I gotta.
It's an incorrect statement you just made.
All right, you go. You say it then. I gotta watch my P's and
Is it
Q's here.
keep, sell, or burn?
There you
So
go.
what's going to happen is we're going to give everybody 3 choices. You can either keep. You got 3 books. You got to keep one. You got to sell one, and you got to burn one. And you have to do. You have to. Anything gets it. It's F, Marry, Kill for comic books.
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
That should be easy.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
You have to. But you have to keep one. You have to sell one. You have to burn one.
And it's not based on value. It's based on your preference, pretty much. That's what it is. It's going to be fun.
Thank you for ruining the segment, Marco.
Okay. Well, then let's do a different segment, I guess.
Too late. We already fucking said it. I tried to hype it up. It's not gonna. You know what? It's just gonna be. It's a preference segment. It's whatever.
No, I think it's good. I like the idea. It's gonna be fun.
It's just a. It's just a preference.
We'll tell jokes about science.
If you really want to see the good segment of it, go over to the Modern Comic Roundtable, and they do a really good version of it called Keep or Flip.
Well, that's not what we're doing. We're doing.
I'm just saying they do their own version. It's kind of like it. It's called Keep or Flip.
Huh?
What?
So they're the same, but they're not the same, right?
They're the same, but not the same.
So we're not doing the same thing that they're doing. We're doing something different, right?
And I was just trying to be nice, and I was trying to promote other shows on the channel.
Oh, yeah. Go watch. Yes. Steve Horn's on that show. He's really good. He's like the king of comic book speculation. I'm sorry. I told you I was tired. All right. What else do we got?
But everybody, please tune in next week. We got that. That should be a very preference type of segment.
All right, let's talk about Falcon Winter Soldier. Falcon Winter Soldier this week. Get a little bit closer to mutants. What did you think of Falcon Winter Soldier this week, Marco?
I liked it. I don't know what happened to Kyle. I liked it. I thought it was good. They're staying up with the action. It's moving really fast too. There isn't a lot of slow points in it, which is nice.
It's better. It's only 6 episodes.
I get that, but still, sometimes with the 6 episodes or 8, it doesn't matter how many episodes it is, it slows down a little bit and you kind of see stuff go a little sideways. So I was actually really, really glad to see that it was going pretty good. I like that they were bringing back characters and explaining why kind of they're coming back a little bit too. And they had great points in it. They brought back Carter, and who else did they bring? Didn't they bring somebody else back in this episode?
They brought Zemo, Baron Zemo back.
Oh yeah, and I
like
Zemo. I've always liked Zemo because I like Thunderbolts too. But then, I thought they were at first. I was kind of disappointed with when he put his mask on. Spoiler alert, by the way. But then, as he was doing it in the action scenes through it, I was like, actually, no, it kind of fits. It was kind of really cool. Looked a little bit more knitted than I thought it was going to look because in the comics it's a little slicker than that. But I thought it was cool. I thought the whole thing and how they broke him out was slick. I thought. I like the whole, it makes sense. Everything they're doing in here makes sense. And there's not a lot of fluff in it, right? They're moving the story fast and they're telling a story that's pretty concise, unlike how I'm explaining it. And at the same time, kind of giving you what you want, even some of the small nugget stuff I thought was really good in that book. As you said, the link over to the X-Men was pretty cool. Which was
Matterpool.
Yeah, which was kind of cool too. And then he said, I don't have any friends up there. What? So with the picture of what was the guy's name? Tigerheart, or when Falcon was supposed to play the other character, was that an actual picture of him someplace else? Was it? Did anybody look?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I
wonder if they just used some picture of him hanging out at the club on a Tuesday night. He just looks like that.
Maybe. Maybe they just caught him in the off time while he was done shooting, just living it up in the club.
Smiling tiger. Yeah, smiling tiger. Everybody's saying it. I thought it was kind of funny, man. I turned to the old wife. I said, and she goes, yeah, that's probably him in the club. We just laughed. That was pretty funny. So that was a good one. It kept a lot of attention. I like still how they're doing it. Now, the one girl, man, at first you're kind of I get it. She's trying to help people out, but she definitely blew that building up, right? She blew those people up. They're dead. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she goes south with it and does it without even blinking. She's like, well, feels like she's going to be dead anyway. So we'll see how that turns out. Because what's the name of the bad guy in this?
The Flag Smashers?
No. They're not. Yeah, they are. But they're being hunted by the other guy, the big bad, who we don't know who he really is, but he goes by the name of.
The Underbroker.
The broker. Yeah. So the brokers. She kind of pretty much is on like she just knows that he's going to take her and she's going to die. So she's now not caring anymore as long as she saves people, which is interesting mindset, right? And to incorporate that
power broker. Yes, thank you, Chad. Power broker. I don't want to under broker.
Power.
I knew it was something broker.
Close enough.
But
yeah.
under broker Christ.
Yeah, but no. So the power broker, the power under broker.
The under over power broker, whatever.
That was pretty cool. Okay, explain this to me though, Matt. Who was the one that was using the sniper rifle? That wasn't Carter, right? Because she already had a pistol down there. There's somebody else who shot the one. So who was it? Was it Zemo's assistant? Is that who we think? Who do we think, chat? Who had the sniper's rifle? You think it was the power broker who had the sniper's rifle? That's what Lars is saying. I'm not quite sure it was the power broker who had the sniper's rifle because I think it's the power broker.
No, I think he's fixing my mistake. Everyone's going power broker, fixing my under broker mistake.
Oh,
I get it.
Yeah. No, and I don't think it was Carter because I think you saw, didn't you see, we saw Carter, we saw the pistol, not the first time, not when they assassinated the one lady that was in charge, right? Because a sniper ended up doing that. But then when they were going outside and everybody was trying to kill, they were put out I thought that little John Wick scene was really kind of cool when they ended up putting the bounty out on them and they started going down. You see all the people. You see Shannon Carter's pistol, but up in the window, there's again a sniper, and the sniper shoots. I don't think that was. If it was, I just
the chat seemed to think it was Carter. I don't think it was.
Really? I don't think it was Carter either. So maybe I'll have to go watch that again. Not except for Scott, which I trust in him. He said he didn't know who the sniper was either. So I'm glad I didn't miss that. Okay, we'll see. She dumped the scope rifle.
No, I thought it was filmed kind of weird too because you're absolutely right. I was confused as well. Like, was it Carter? Was it not Carter? Did she have a rifle? She dumped it and grabbed a gun? Like, I missed that whole piece.
But this doesn't make sense. If it was Carter, why would she shoot the lady that they're trying to get all the information from?
Hey, Wonderworld Comics said he's watched it twice, so we'll go with that.
Okay, I get, but why would she shoot the? Okay, so then that just doesn't make sense. But. I trust what Dennis says. I'll still watch it again, but I thought it was cool.
Thought it was good. There was a lot of action. It was pretty good. There was some. This is the first one that I really had judgment on. It wasn't as good as the first two.
That makes sense. It was her friend, the lady that chauffeurs the car. Okay, I could buy that. I
don't know.
Yeah. It seemed like, but how would she hear that from across the street? Either way, whatever.
Are you guys excited to watch this like you were WandaVision or anything else that Disney's been putting out?
I am.
Or are you just watching it to watch it?
No, I didn't actually want to. I'll be honest. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, oh God, this is going to be bad, but I'll watch it for the show. And now I actually look forward to watching it. I mean, they had a little bit of a John Wick scene in it. It's got the right amount of action and the pacing of the storytelling is perfect. Like, what are these episodes like? I'm talking real runtime, not all the other junk. That's the one thing that I actually dislike. You can't skip forward in it.
40 minutes?
Yeah, so it's like 42 minutes, I think. But you can't skip forward. You can't skip forward the previous episode thing. For some reason, I haven't been able to do that. I don't know if it's just me using fingers to do stuff or whatever. But me type, me mad, me want to go forward. But yeah, no, I really do. I get in there. I enjoy it. The wife enjoys it too. It keeps her captivated. She actually wasn't paying attention in the beginning and asked me, hey, you know what? I'm really enjoying this. Could you rewind it? So we watched the first 10 minutes over again. And I liked it again. I mean, it has been, I'll be honest with you. She said that the first scene, the first episode, the fight scene was a little bit too long and they have now shortened those up a little bit. So, and added more story to it. So I think overall for a household, if we're doing 5, I think I'd probably give it 3.5, 4. And I think she'd be in the 3. She'd be around a 3 for it. So average out about 3 and a quarter for the household. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think definitely. Go ahead, Solo.
Well, and I think I'm more stoked about this than I was like you, Marco. I wasn't looking forward to it. I didn't think it was going to be very good. I'm enjoying this a lot more than I ever did WandaVision. WandaVision was not my thing. I get it. A lot of people liked it, and that's fine. That's great.
I think I just need to jump back in and watch the last 2 episodes.
I really enjoyed
Falcon.
this.
Yeah.
I love the action in it. This one was maybe the worst out of the three, and I still really enjoyed it. Like, even being the worst out of the three, I'd still rank this in that 3.5 to 4. You're absolutely right. I think it's
like WandaVision. I couldn't
solid
wait.
content.
I couldn't wait to watch the next episode. I honestly forget that Falcon Winter Soldier is on. Like, I started to watch it today. I was at admissions. I had to get my car admission. I started to watch it, and I was like 2 minutes in, and I was like, nah, I'll watch it later. Like, I just didn't have that.
I think there was so much hype behind WandaVision. And I think the speculation mark had a lot to do with that. Like, there was so much hype about who Mephisto, guilty, but Mephisto showing up, or what was going to happen this week, or what does this commercial mean? There was a lot of digging into it and hype around the meaning and what's going on and what you can find. And you really don't have that with Falcon Winter Soldier. I think the majority of the people have kind of taken the approach of, well, there's not a whole lot to spec on here. We're just going to enjoy it for what it is. And I think that's why you don't get a lot of that same, push or excitement around this as you do WandaVision. But I like it because, like Invite to Rage just said, you get Bucky's arc so far has been fantastic. You get more depth. You get more depth in this with Sam and kind of finding out why he doesn't want to take up that role of Captain America. You got callbacks to Captain America Civil War in this. Yep, Wakanda.
I forgot that Wakanda part is clever how they did that too. Like, I just think I think actually JJ Maxwell kind of has a point. He was watching WandaVision to see the conclusion. And I think that's kind of how it was too. It was like, hey, I know something's going to happen. We're going to get up here. It'll be all right. And stuff like that. And trying to get to the end, trying to figure out what's actually going to happen and what was going on. Where this one, you're just watching it for the action and the storyline. Like, it seems pretty cool. And then to have Wakanda and that show up, I think it's pretty good. Hold on one second.
No problem. Go ahead and do what you need to do.
You're going to have a cry. He liked it so much, he's shedding a tear. He's having a cry.
It's like when Luke Skywalker showed up.
Nah, a skunk hit something outside.
Or someone hit a skunk outside.
Like Pepe Le Pew knocked on the door or something?
Nah, he probably hit one of the dogs next door, or a deer or something.
Smell it? He hit him like
no,
he
he probably
pounded vagina in the 90s or what?
No, like I like the desert. We got wild animals that run around, like skunks and deers and shit out here.
We got those here
too. Desert. You got the desert. You're in the desert.
I like the smell of skunk. Not when it's right next to you. When it's next to you, boy, that'll bring a tear to your eye. That is
only when you open that 32-ounce Heineken bottle.
Pungent. That's bad.
There you go.
Or you leave
I feel your pain, Marco. I can see it on your face. I can feel your pain.
I just ran out to go see because Rob from Rob's Comic was supposed to send me a book, and I'm wondering if I went out there and stirred up some, wildlife, and then all of a sudden that kind of whatever. Anyways, I really liked it. I thought it was cool. I thought they're doing a great job. And this is the part too. Like, it's only 6 episodes too, so we're already 3 in. That's the part that stinks. Like, Matt keeps reminding me, like, hey, it should be fast because there's 6 in. But now I'm thinking, like, hopefully they learn from this and they start doing more and more 6-part arcs, right, to cap the difference in it. Because, like, it would kind of have been cool if they did WandaVision in 6 arcs. I think they could have done it in 6. This is a great one for 6 here. And now if they do a second season in between, let's say they do something in between Black Widow and whatever the next step is, that will get another 6-part arc. I would be all for that. I would be all for that.
Well, and that's why I'm saying, like, the fact that this is out of order kind of matters now, because you get that feeling that the super soldier serum stuff is a driving force for whatever Disney and Marvel have planned. I know they've said they're going to do the cosmic stuff and then the boots on the ground stuff. And it seems like that's what they've got planned moving forward, is very much the super soldier serum stuff, because it plays effect in Falcon Winter Soldier. It plays effect with Red Guard in Black Widow, and who knows what it's going to do with Hawkeye and moving forward. So I think this is going to be a main story point focus moving forward for them. And I think that if we would have got it in order where, you get Falcon or you get Black Widow, and that rolls into why, the super soldier stuff is so important in Falcon Winter Soldier, and then goes forward, it's going to make a lot more sense. But
I wonder how much, and they even brought it up in the chat, I wonder how much all this being out of order really is affecting it, because I think they really had it planned for the whole order.
Yeah, they did. So I don't know. I'm still enjoying it though. Like you're saying, the action scenes have been fantastic when it's the first episode. It starts off fast, and like it's nice to see the depth they're bringing to these characters and establishing them. So
this is kind of the question I have though. Like, are they, obviously we had somebody from Wakanda show up. Are they going to just skip right over Black Panther? Are we going to see Shuri come through now, or what do you think the deal with that is?
I don't think in the show you will, but I think she's definitely gonna take the mantle in the second in Black Panther too.
You don't think they're gonna key that in one of the later episodes even, or anything like that? Just have a
I mean, it made sense that she's there because Zemo blew up their king. Zemo was responsible for killing their king. So now he's out running around and with the Winter Soldier, someone who is supposed to be a friend of Wakanda now, the White Wolf, and he broke him out of prison, and they're running around having a buddy cop gallivant together. So it only makes sense that that Wakandans show up.
I know I'm a fan of Zemo, but what do you guys think of him in his like MCU realm? Like, do you guys like how he's being portrayed? Do you think he'll be good? Like
in the movie, he was bad, but I think Falcon Winter Soldier this episode of Falcon I'm justice. Good.
Yeah.
I think they're definitely repairing the movie damage. I don't think they did him nearly enough, but I'm not sure that in the movie they had enough time. Whereas now they kind of have a little more time to give some more depth and build.
Was that you, Marco?
Or
was that Matt?
What?
No, it's my dog. She's snoring.
Hey, whatever you want to call it, it's fine.
It's
Lulu. He admitted it.
She is snoring.
No, but that's good. I'm glad that that's the case because at first I think that's where I was hesitant about him putting the mask on. I was like, oh man, it wasn't great because it looked knitted and stuff. And then I saw him do it. I was like, wow, I wonder if people are going to think this is like a corny thing. And I hope, I know it doesn't make a difference because a lot of stuff is already done outward. But I think if Thanos turned out to be as bad as a bomb as Steppenwolf did in the DC universe, Marvel would just drop it and move on to the next thing. They would have cut Thanos done, and they just would have run into another big bad to finish it off. Yeah.
It's all right, Solo. You can blame your dog if you want.
You guys, hey, stop giving Solo a hard time today. We've done enough. All right.
Right there.
Raymond says Zemo is helping Falcon Winter Soldier, and the big bad should be huge. But the show is already. I mean, the show is kind of pushing that spec realm too, though now because look at what that Avengers Annual 10 is going up for. The whole Rogue stuff is back. The Rogue showing up in Captain Marvel, and people are pushing that super hard again.
Yeah, so, I mean that's just
you name one big place that's pivotal to the X-Men, and it's like the floodgates open. But
I like it though. I really do. I'm more excited to come home on Fridays and see Falcon than I was WandaVision.
Yeah, I will say that. I'll say at this point I am. I'm very excited about it. And I have to do less explaining too, so that's always good. I mean, it's not this episode isn't rocket science, or this series isn't rocket science, and it's about time we just have some fun action TV to watch. So I thought it was great. And yes, Eric, I'm the same. I hope that they do Thunderbolts after this. I would be very happy to see Thunderbolts. And that is one of my favorite Zemos is when they do the Zemo Thunderbolts. So that'd be kind of cool.
We got a question that kind of got pushed over that I'm going to direct towards
Solo
and Marco. And Jimmy wants to know, are you guys going to talk about Bad Batch?
We were planning on doing it tomorrow. The first half of our show is going to be covering that, the casting of the Obi-Wan show, because I mean some of those, like right off the bat you're gonna know some, like we know that Uncle Owen's coming back, we know Amber Rue's coming back, we know Anakin. We have a little Anakin theory. If you've been following the IG, you might have seen it where I said, look, these three people have been together before, and a couple other things. And then we're going to cover some of the characters and who they might be and who probably they're not. But
I want to know right now, who is O'Shea Jackson Jr. playing?
I think we're just going to make it up as we go. I really do.
I don't know that anybody other than the originals coming back to play parts or to cast. Nobody knows. They haven't announced. They haven't said. Speculation and theory is the only thing that's out there at this point.
No, I mean, I think there with the timeline and everything that's going on, there's a couple characters that we can kind of reference that might be it. And some, I think we're really hoping. What is your door? Somebody's at your door. Some other we're really hoping that will show up. Had some theories on O'Shea Jackson, but I don't know if they'll stand or not. Because he's a good actor, and I don't know why they use him in certain things. Either way, we'll see what happens. We will talk about tomorrow, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll cover the rest of our Clone Wars. I know you will. You'll be asking if we are telling Dick Grayson jokes. And Star get mad because we're not telling Dick Grayson jokes.
Tales from the Dark Side, the premier Star Wars YouTube show.
We do all right.
Yeah, it is the premier.
We give a little information here and there.
We answer all the quizzes in the back of Star Wars Insiders.
Yeah. Was it at least a 50% ratio?
That's good. That's better than most. I'll be honest.
Yeah, someone said in the chat Solo needed to be on that list because he came back from the dead in that Star Wars quiz. So
that's
right. He did. He hit it. I was actually, if you got the Cloud City one wrong, I was gonna have a problem. But you did. You nailed the age, the Cloud City one. You nailed all the ones you should. So,
for the most part,
I waited for the end of the Bespin Cloud City there.
Are any of you guys watching Invincible still? Fourth episode came out this week.
No, I didn't watch it.
Invincible still on anyone's mind?
I will be waiting until it's all out, and then I'll binge watch it.
Yeah. I mean, Disney Plus also for Star Wars just released all the old stuff, like the 2 Ewok shows, Little Kitty Ewok stuff, and so the Samurai Jack stuff. Dude,
I'm sorry, but my internet's been shitty, and when I have so Raymond said I love this show and all the hosts, but damn, Kyle, do something about those curtains. Maybe next week I'll go back to the green screen, but my internet's been fucking up, and the green screen really sucks my bandwidth out, and I hate getting all
tassels. Yeah, but
it was figure drawing that said it. Give credit where credit's due. Yeah. Go ahead, Marco. What do you say?
Well, I just don't understand. Was that supposed to be like a valance, and then like you pull it down, or like is it supposed to be all the way to the ground? I don't understand your curtains at all. I just don't. So is that separate? So that's supposed to be the valance all the way up, and you just decide to go 3/4 with it, or
what?
Well, on that note, since we decided to start giving some home decorum, thanks for watching.
Wondering.